Hi, welcome back to the Knit for Brains podcast. I'm Alisha Gifford.
I'm Laura Brady.
And this is a knitting podcast where we talk about knitting and it's a knitting and knitting and more knitting and sewing and crochet and making and just life and wonderfulness. I'm daughter, mother. We come from Bradley, Illinois, which is 60 miles south of Chicago. You can find us on Instagram, Ravelry, Facebook, Etsy, and our newest website, www.knitforbrains.org.
I got text your dad. I forgot something. Go ahead, keep going.
She's texting. I don't have anything else. Oh, it's episode 39. There's not much to say other than that.
Alrighty. Should we run through coupon codes?
Coupon codes? Well, come here.
Oh, if you hear any whining or crying or little feet going tinker, tinker, tinker.
She was pawing at me.
Moo Moo's in here with us, so. Alright. We're going to run through coupon codes. Stitching Plaza, Georgianne, has 15% off in her Etsy shop with code KNIT, the number 4, brains 15, which the husband will pop up onto the screen for you guys. And that is good until July 4th. You want to do this one?
Always do.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. You ready, Moo? You got this? She's looking at it. It looks like she's reading. It's adorable. Okay. So, next coupon code is from Happy Little Yarn, and it is for 15% off with the code KNIT4BRAINS in all caps, and you can get her hand-dyed yarn on her Etsy store, Happy Little Yarn, or you can go to happylittleyarn.com where she sells other people's products, and you get 15% off of both of those. Next one.
Cherry Pie Cottage.
Woohoo.
She has some cute stuff. Coupon code's good till July 30th for 10% off, and it is KFB10. Your turn.
Yay. Okay, this is whips on sticks. I said whip on stick. Where is it? Okay, 10% off code, and when does it expire? Never?
She didn't put that on there.
I didn't say that about any of those. Oh, that Happy Little Yarn one runs for the whole year.
For the whole year, yes.
Okay. This one, I'm guessing, goes until...
It just is a new one that started today, so it will go for a bit.
A bit. Okay, 10% off. Whips on Sticks is KFB10.
And I'm sure the same as last time, it should be good on her advent calendars. And she has Christmas and Halloween. And
then she also has mystery skein sets for, like, clubs for monthly stuff.
Yeah, she was doing the Zelda one.
Yeah.
And then also, just in...
Another one?
Yes. For our shop, Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy, if you use code SUMMER15.
Summer lovin'.
For 15% off.
Have me up a last.
Okay, so that is coupon codes. Do you have FOs?
I have one.
All right, go for it.
And I cheated.
Oh, let me just say, too, because I know you guys are wondering, yes, the Fandom Cal did end yesterday, and we will be announcing the winners at the end of the podcast.
Maybe. Maybe in the middle. I don't want them all to skip to the end.
Well, randomly. Maybe we'll do one every few minutes.
Maybe we'll do that. You'll be like, gosh darn it, now I have to watch the whole thing. Okie dokie. I finished my Eden Hope shawl.
It's so pretty. Still got weaving ends.
I got weaving ends. I didn't take off my Draco Malfoy stitch marker in the center.
But it's done.
My bottom ruffle was supposed to be about 4 rows longer, but I was getting really tired of it because it took about an hour and 40 minutes to do one row because there was over 900 and some odd stitches. So yeah, it's all done.
It's cute.
The black is Black Balloon from Molly Klein Designs, the Sweet Tea yarns, and then my pink is a Puffle of Puff skeins from Teeny Buttons, and it was one of her Harry Potter Mystery Monthly clubs. And this was a paid-for pattern.
Mama was really watching it, too.
I I really like how it curls, like curly fries at the end.
She wants to know if you can make her a little one.
I don't even make my dog one.
All right. Well, I have one FO as well. I should have had two. But something happened with that one, which I will tell you about when I show it to you as a whip. I think she might be ready to go down and sleep.
Let's hope.
So this is one that I had not started last time. I was contacted, I think, after this podcast. It was a test knit for Crafty Mama Designs, Dawn, for her new hat called Speed Bumps.
Which one's that?
I'm not sure on the release date or anything yet.
I'd be interested in it.
I will let you know. I decided to use a yarn that was gifted to me from the Golden Pearls.
I love their yarn. It's so pretty.
Uh-oh, don't tell me I don't have the wrapper. Do you know? Oh, yeah, I do have the wrapper.
Is that the base one?
Yes. You Shot My Vase, which was DK.
Hot mess.
I'm a hot mess. So still had some
Those
left.
nails, though, Mom.
I broke every single one of them at work, and I went to get my hair, the blowout done on Friday, and I was like, boy, I really wish I was getting my nails done instead. And then today I broke 2 more. So, I don't know, this Friday, but she said if she gets cancellation, she'll try to squeeze me in. So, I knit this as the regular pattern. She has it regular, and then she has directions on how to do a slouchy hat as well. Well, the regular one for me, which is very unusual because you guys know my hats always end up being too small, ended up being slouchy. Very strange. But here it is. Look how pretty.
I like it.
Do you want to be a hat model?
So you did the regular, not the slouchy?
I did the regular, not the slouchy, but it ended up being slouchy. But there are going to be some changes in the pattern as well.
I like this a lot.
It's really odd though, because normally, you know, when I knit, my stuff ends up being smaller than what it's supposed to. No, that's not how you wear it.
Okay. I can't get my glasses on.
Well, I don't think your glasses are going to help you anyways. So this one is slouchy. And then the yarn ended up being beautiful.
I really, really like this.
As soon as,
this hat would be perfect. Gender neutral.
Yeah, it really is.
Because, especially this fit of it, I could see a lot of, like, guys liking this hat, too. Because the stitch is so basic.
It really is. And because of the stitch, when I saw the pattern, because she had knit it and posted on Instagram, I knew instantly which yarn I was going to use.
Yeah.
Because I knew it would end
There's
up being
one
beautiful.
in my stash that I want to use for this.
So it was a very fun knit, and it was very fast.
That's good.
So, and we will let you guys know when it when Dawn releases it. And I really did. This was my first time using the Golden Pearls yarn, and I really enjoyed it.
I hope the colors show.
Yeah, it's always hard for us to tell. Because there are different shades of purple in there, and then there's some
like
blue.
Teal.
Like teal, yeah. So, did you like that hat?
I do like this hat.
You can have it if you'd like it.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. And that I just knit on my, well, I had to do a split.
Yeah.
Because of what sizing I needed. Because you knit the ribbing on a 3.5, so I used my zings. And then I went up to a 4 millimeter, so I used my chagoos.
How much were those things?
Oh, 3.5 millimeter.
I didn't see the 5. All I saw was the 20. I'm like, you paid $20 for
No. I bought these when we went
to Vegas.
No, I'm not sure if you were with me or if it was Karen when we went to the yarn store in Bloomington.
Okay.
Because they carry zings. And even though I have an interchangeable set, there's a 16-inch cord, but by the time you put the needles on, then it's not a true 16-inch, so you can't knit in the round.
Yeah.
So anytime like I see zings or, you know, something like that, then yeah, I pick those up. And they've came in very handy. So yeah, that was my one finished object this time. And it's definitely a hat I would recommend.
Yeah.
It's would be a great gift knit. Speaking of gift knits, we just wanted to mention, because I discussed it with you last time. Last year we did a cal called Gift the Knits. And I believe we started last year in November. And it really didn't give you guys a whole lot of time. And a lot of people like to start their gift knitting a little bit earlier. So we've decided we will be starting that knit along October 1st.
Yeah.
And it will run from October 1st all the way till Christmas Day.
Yeah. We'll close it probably Christmas night.
Yeah. Whenever I get around to it.
Yeah.
Might be the 26th, the morning of the 26th, depending on what we have going on. So that will be coming up starting October 1st. We'll give more reminders, getting closer to time. As always, there will be some prizes, definitely. So patterns, yarn, bags.
If you're interested in donating anything,
let us know.
Let us know, because this will be our next knit along. We won't be having another one until then.
Yeah, I don't think we'll run in between, because we've been having some pretty large knit alongs, which is great. But we want to give you guys a little bit of a break in between as well too. And I know you guys knit for all the knit alongs.
And there's a lot of summer ones going on right now. Yeah,
and there is a lot of summer ones. And you know, the gift knits one is a fun one, and it's pretty much anything you're gonna knit for a gift, no matter how small, how big.
Yeah.
So
all October those 1st. Little baby booties, they count.
Yes. Anything counts in this one. So that's a nice one where, and we always allow double dipping. So if it qualifies for somebody else's.
And usually whips too. Just as long as it's done, you know, entered in.
Yep.
We're pretty lenient. Yes. So get those Christmas ideas going.
Yes, definitely.
Even
get your yarns lined
up. Or your
Hanukkah
sort of ideas. Is there like 12 days of gifts and yarn? That'd be amazing.
You get stuff all the time, so.
I know, but just think of it. All of our Jewish knitters. They get yarn every day if they wanted.
Should we move into some whips?
Yeah. Alrighty. I got 3 that I brought.
I think I got 4.
Okay, you can go ahead then. You can stop looking at your watch. Dad says that.
Lori. We're podcasting.
Stop it, Lori.
Stop it. And she made a joke, too, about, well, she's like, I'll call you back later. I'm like, no, I'll be podcasting. She's like, well, that's okay. You can say, Lori, I'm podcasting.
Dad's cooking stuff in the deep fryer.
He's making
so good.
Pork egg rolls.
Ew, no.
They're actually pretty good. I can't stand the smell of a deep fryer in the house. If I could send them out to the garage with it, I would.
No, I thought he dropped some mozzarella sticks in there or something.
No, he can't have mozzarella sticks unless it's a cheat day. So I've been working on my socks.
Those are so glittery. Are those 10%?
If you hold those up, I'll look. Basically, I am on the heel increases right now.
Yeah.
This is Turtle Pearl Yarns, Glitter and Stripes.
Comic strip colorway.
Comic strip colorway. It is 16% sparkly nylon.
Wow.
84% superwash merino. It's 100 grams, which is 400 yards. And they have a little note on here. It basically comes in 2, I think I showed it to you guys when I first bought it. It comes in 2 skeins.
That are matching.
So you can knit 2 at a time very easily.
Which I like. Not a lot of places do that. They just do the gobstopper ball.
I did that. So definitely by next podcast, these will be done. Doing the increase on the heel.
She's using her Knit Pro Zings.
Yes. Those are my fixed 2.75 millimeters, size 2.
And she does toe up, magic loop.
Yes.
And then her stitch marker is from my wonderful husband.
Yes.
And
from Ann Tudor.
Ann Tudor.
Which she just announced her advent calendar today.
She's doing an advent.
She's doing an advent calendar. It will be 24. You can kind of pick whether it's stitch marker or progress keeper, and you can pick what size stitch marker, what small stitch markers, large. So you get 24 of them. A few of them will, I believe, she said, be Christmas, but most of them will be winter themed.
That's pretty cool.
Most of them will be new. There will be some returning favorites. If you have not done so, if you go to AnnTudorLLC.com, I believe it is.
I think it is.
Sign up for her newsletter, because then you find out about stuff first. So on Monday when she releases the info and the sign-ups and whatnot on the advent calendar, you will know before she puts it on Instagram. So you would know to go there if you want one to snag it up really quick. So there's our little announcement for that.
We are no near sponsored by Ann Tudor.
No.
We do not get any kickback from you guys.
Speaking of Ann Tudor, I actually have a whole nother set in this bag.
Is that your fishies?
And what I did was I left it on the safety pin so I could just put it on the inside of my bag. And I put these in here because when I do the
when you do the
heel flap gusset, which part?
When you're turning the heel.
When you're turning the heel, I need stitch markers, and I was working on this when we were in the car on the way to go thrifting. So I didn't know how far I would get. I guess I was really hopeful. Yeah, it didn't happen. So I had pinned those on the inside of my bag. That way I knew exactly where they were at. And I've just kind of left them there because I'm going to need them at some point. So, yeah. And that's my bag that Alisha made me.
Yeah,
So
I did make
cute.
that bag. It's a good bag.
It's a good bag.
Proud of that bag. It's not many that I've made that I'm proud of.
First needle keeper she ever made.
Those are the only needle keepers I've ever made.
Alrighty, you want to show one?
Yeah. I'll do a quick one because I did a little bit, I think. That's my finished one.
Moon did not want to stay in her bed today. Oh, did you drop stitches? No.
I need...
I did earlier. I was pulling my sweater. I was trying my sweater on.
Yeah.
And then I went to take it off. And as I did, and I was so afraid of this, I like pulled the needle right out. Oops. I got it fixed.
I don't remember how far I was last time. I feel like I just got done with the police box.
I think so.
So, I mean, I got like 10 more rows done. I wanted to get to the heel, but that didn't happen. I got, halfway through the first window. These are my police box socks. I'm doing them on a size 0 circulars and Chai-Goo. The color is Galaxy from Bad Wolf Girl Studios, and then my police box color is from Arkansas Yarn Co. Yeah, I need to get, since I'm doing the 9-inch circulars, I need, the little...
Tips?
The foam ones that everybody uses that look like little donuts.
I don't think I've seen the donut ones. I've seen, the...
Not...
They have these rubber ones that you stick them both together in.
No.
And then they have, those little green ones that go on the tips. I don't think I've seen donuts.
You've seen the foam ones. They look like little marshmallows.
No.
You've seen them on all the podcasts. They come in bright pink and yellow, and they come in a brown package.
We'll have to find out where they come from.
I don't know where they come from.
Okay, if anybody knows where to get those, or what shop or whatever, if you want to comment below, let me know. That way we can get her some.
I need some. Yeah, that's a free pattern.
We'll add that onto the Mommy Needs to Get list. Because that's the way it usually works around here.
And that's in my Spyro bag.
That's one of the cutest bags.
Picked out by yours truly.
All right, the next one. It's in my Arkansas Yarn Co. bag.
A bag from Arkansas Yarn Co.?
Yes, this one was specially made for me. So
yeah.
I did a little bit more work on my corner to corner crochet blanket. I won't spend a lot of time on it, but I just figured I'd show you how much more I got done. It's looking really pretty, isn't it?
It is.
I think it's going to be so nice. So I got quite a bit added on. So I'll work on it again here and there. And it's not something I exclusively work on. If I get tired of a project I'm working on, or if I don't have a good project to take somewhere. I did find, though, crocheting with sock yarn is not the easiest thing to do in a car.
No.
Because every time your dad would hit a bump, yeah.
It's gone.
normally really love crochet just because it's so fast and easy. And it is still fast, but not as fast as if you're working like with a worsted weight.
Well, of course.
It's a lot harder when you're using a sock yarn, I think.
Yeah. Which I think that's why a lot of scrappy blankets and a lot of corner to corner, they just languish for so long. Because I'm
enjoying, though, watching the colors come out.
Yeah, but that will only last for so long.
Well, I went with the corner to corner because, like the granny stripe one, just back and forth, I knew I would get bored with, without a doubt. This one I'm still good with. The overall, like, going across is fine. It's quick. It's at the end where you have to do 6 chains and then double crochet into the chain. That's when it gets a little hinky as far as getting it in there. And I didn't really want to go to a smaller crochet hook because then I don't want a bunch of open holes.
Yeah.
I think I like the way this looks, and that's why I didn't move down to a smaller crochet hook, which would probably be a little bit easier perhaps to crochet with. I think I said last time, but I am using a E-hook, which is 3.5 millimeters. And this is, I can't remember what they're called. It's nothing like too terribly fancy. They're from Hobby Lobby. They're ergonomical.
Yeah.
So they're a little, because I was always using just the metal crochet hooks.
Susan Boy ones.
And it was really hard on my hands with my tendonitis. And Alisha got me the set, I think,
like 2 Christmases ago. That's all she wanted.
Yeah.
And she's like, here's a coupon too.
Yeah, I even gave her a coupon to get it with. So I use, when I do crochet, that's what I do have a tendency to use a lot. So that's that.
Okay. This one has gotten...
I still love that color.
Still, it got longer. It got a lot longer. At least like another 5 inches, I would say I knitted. Which this I only worked on, because remember last time I worked on it during the recital, and I got about that much done during the recital. So I got all this done. Movie knitting. I love movie knitting.
Explain to the people how you show up in the movies. It's hilarious. Next time we go...
Okay, they have bag restrictions now, so I can't bring a huge bag. Yeah.
Next time we go to the theater, I will take a picture of Alisha going into the theater and a picture of her in the recliner. Because this child brings... It looks like she's on an overnight trip. She brings this big bag with blanket and knitting.
Which I can't bring anymore.
You can't bring your blanket anymore?
Well, I think you can't, but you can't have like a huge bag or backpack or
oh well, just
like
throw
that.
the blanket over your shoulder and walk in. I mean,
they sell so hot there.
They sell blankets at the movie theater anyway, so I can't see how they can say you can't bring a blanket in.
Yeah, it was so.
Well, they do those restrictions because the people that are sneaking in are not buying from the concession stand and they're sneaking in their own pop.
I mean, who would do that? We don't do pop and whatnot, but we do go to the Dollar Tree and get candy. Because,
yeah, but you still buy a pop and
yeah,
popcorn.
We still get pop and popcorn, but we get our treats. We get like 4 bags of candy for $4 instead of buying 2 things for $18.
Somebody that's watching works in a movie theater and is like...
Oh. They know. They know. They don't care. They understand. They do it too. So yeah, we went and saw The Incredibles last weekend. Which I love The Incredibles. I love all Disney movies, so that movie was wonderful. And then yesterday we went and saw Jurassic World, the new one. That was very stressful.
Again. Isn't it an illusion? It must be an illusion. It almost looked like it was bigger down here.
It might be.
Than it is up here.
It might be.
It could just be because it's on the needles, though, too, I think. Because once I kind of...
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine, too. I really want these to be mine, but the more that I'm knitting them, the more these would fit Phil instead of me. And he's colorblind, so he doesn't really care that...
He's really colorblind.
I think these are bright enough that he might be able to see these, but he's not going to wear these socks that often.
He'll wear them around the house, chances are.
But he works a lot and he's rough on socks, so he won't be wearing these to work. But like around the house, I can see him wearing these.
Wear around the house.
You know, unless I just make another ribbing and then I make these leg warmers for somebody. That's my only thing. So yeah, But yeah, Jurassic World was very stressful. So I was like knitting, like, oh god, oh god, oh god. That's how I am with action movies. So yeah, that's what I do during movie knitting. My husband looks at me funny every single time. He's like, seriously?
Well, then when we go together, we'll be like, where's your knitting? I'm like, I eat popcorn.
Well, I eat popcorn, but I'm one of those people that gets tired of the taste very easily. So I eat the popcorn as much as I can, and then, you know, eat some candy, eat a little bit more popcorn.
You got a hair on your...
I was like, is it popcorn?
No. Because that happens.
It happens so often. And then I knit, and then I'm like, I can take a break from knitting, and then I'll eat some more popcorn.
That's how I am sometimes.
These movies are like 2 hours long, 2.5 hours long. And then 20 minutes for previews. Like,
oh, you know, I don't mind the previews, and I'm going to go off in a little bit here, guys, but the commercials. Really? They have more commercials when you go to see a movie than I don't know what.
There's only about 2.
Oh, no. When we went to see... What did we see? Life of the Party, which is not worth going to see.
Both movies that I saw.
All the funny parts they had already shown in the previews, so there was nothing left. Yeah.
Usually how it is.
Her movies are usually really funny. We were a little disappointed. It wasn't bad, funny. Don't get me wrong. It just wasn't what we thought. Where was I going with this? Oh, the commercials.
The commercials.
There had been, I kid you not, 10 commercials. It was ridiculous. And the one commercial, they repeated 3 times. Yeah. Okay, anyhow. Is it my turn now?
It's your turn. Kirby Werby, right?
After Hot Thought, what you're doing? Cut and heal? What are you talking about?
Oh, the brand, not Kirby, knitted with, Nitty.
Oh, the yarn.
Yeah, we do this every episode. I want to say Kirby Werby, but I don't think that's
that's the heel.
That's the knit what? Knitted what? Knit.
It was on the last podcast, guys.
It's True Blood reference. Blah blah vampire emergency blah.
All right. I thought she'd never finish. Sweater update.
It's going swell.
Just started the second skein. Well, I didn't start it. You notice I didn't say I started the second skein. Lisa, however, my ghost knitter, started the second skein.
You go, Lisa.
Well, here's the thing. I was going to take this last week when we went thrifting because it would be easy to work on in the car. But she was so close to finishing the skein she was on, the first skein.
Kirby Werby.
Oh, okay.
Kirby Werby.
She was so close to finishing that skein, and she had made the comment that night, oh, next week I'll be able to start the next skein. I didn't want to take that joy away from her.
No.
So I let her go to town. Look at that.
And with your torso, I mean, you're almost done.
Yeah, she's almost done.
You go, Lisa.
But I'll probably more than likely have to do the sleeves.
That's not bad, though.
Yeah. But I was going to, like I said, I was going to work on it, but I did have other things to take with me, and
So how much longer? Like 5-6 inches?
Yeah.
And then the ribbing, or?
Yeah, probably. Okay. I like a little bit longer.
Yeah, cover the butt.
Yeah. Well, I won't put it, like, over the butt, but, yeah, I tried it on, but I like mine, like, longer than the butt crack. Like, I want it to, like, cover my hips. Where's my...
Like, I don't want my shirt to be longer than my...
Yeah.
So.
And this yarn is from...
Crystal Skies, hand-dyed.
Yes.
And it is a Fairy Glimmer Club.
Garden Fairies. And she just started on the second skein. And just really just started on the second skein. She didn't... So, like, it went a long way.
Yeah.
Like, it really did. There's no way I'm going to need all 4 skeins.
No.
So, yeah. Yay, yay.
Yay, yay. My last one.
I have one more.
Yay.
The one that gave me fits this week.
This is in my April 9 Designs bag.
Oh, I have mine hanging up over there. I love that bag.
I thought it would be perfect fitting because I'm using my Knit for Brains yarn.
I saw that on Instagram. And you know what is so funny is my next socks I cast on are going to be the Knit for Brains socks, because when I was putting the minis into my container, I had all of Lori's sock kits there, and I was like, oh,
I'm doing a free pattern, which is really, really pretty. It is that Kaarre.
Yeah, I have no idea how to say that.
But it is a free pattern.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. So pretty.
That was over it. Yeah.
There. Pretty much the pattern is that you slip 3 with the yarn in front, and then you knit 3. So that's what gives you
gotcha.
that overlook. Because I was like, I kind of like that. I wanted to use my one-of-a-kind yarn, but I think the pattern would have been too harsh with it, and it wouldn't have showed. So this is the only DK weight that I had that I thought it might show with. So I casted this on this morning. So I got my ribbing done, and then I think I got 3 rows of the pattern.
Oh, you're starting to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could see it immediately.
Yeah.
There are 2 stitch markers in it. The pattern beginning and the row beginning. And this is from Owls and Orchids. My ghost.
Her stuff is so cute.
Glows in the dark. And then this is my Andy shoe from my beloved Adoria.
She has cute ones too.
She has really cute ones too. And then I am using my my Licca needles, my interchangeable Licca short set. I ripped these out of a different, no, they were just hidden in a different bag. I like using my interchangeables for my hats because I don't like to transfer my knitting onto another needle after the ribbing.
Gotcha.
I hate doing that. It makes me feel very anxious.
If I had interchangeables that went to a 16, I would love it. But I have 2 interchangeable sets, and none of them are equipped in that manner.
Yeah. Yeah, you just kind of get shorties. Wonder if you could get, like, the mini twist. The Chaigu mini twist. Because those are
little?
Those are little.
I'll look into
and
that.
Chaigus, they're... If you get a 40-inch cable, if you get a 40-inch needle, that includes your needles.
Gotcha.
So if you order a Chaigu, that is...
So I need a mini twist set, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe.
I'll look into it. I'll make a note.
I've heard wonderful things about the mini twist set.
Because, you know, hey.
I believe they're the shorties.
Shorts.
And they're Chaigu, so they're great. So this yarn is the Knit for Brains yarn from Arkansas Yarn Co. And it is her Sparkle DK weight.
I have this too. I still need to make a hat. Did you bring the pom?
Hell yeah.
Because I have blue pom for mine. It's crazy.
It is crazy pink.
Love it.
So yeah.
That is going to be so cool.
I think it's going to look really cool.
I see you wearing that hat a lot.
I hope so. I really hope so, because it is really cool. And it's actually, like, it's really soft, because sometimes sparkly isn't, like, the softest of soft.
Yeah, all of her sparkle tends to be really soft.
So far, I'm liking this. I casted this on because yesterday I was like, I want to knit something, but I'm so sick and tired of everything. The
dog's hogging my chair.
Here she is. I casted off the shawl. I was bored of the socks. I was bored of the other socks. And I casted on my Blooming Brioche shawl. I got all the way through the garter the first garter section, got into the brioche section, didn't work, so I ripped out the brioche section, did the brioche section again, still didn't work, and then I just ripped the entire thing out. And I'm very frustrated with it. I'm very discouraged with it right now. So I was just like, should I pick up something else?
You'll get back to. So
I was like, yeah. Everyone was like, yeah, do something else. And then Melissa was like, do a hat. And I'm like, okay. Hat sounds good.
Alrighty.
So yeah. This is probably what I'll be working on for the next couple days.
I added some more pins to my bag.
I ordered pins off of Wish.
Oh, did you? Did you order something good?
Did
you order me something?
Yeah.
No.
No, because I think that one...
Oh.
It came in a set of 2.
Yes, there's a pink one with it.
Yeah.
I gave, I'm giving my pink one to Lori.
Do you want more? No, because then I don't get a pink one.
So I did I did add some more little pins onto my thing.
I got some Wednesday Adam ones that are pretty hilarious.
So I started my kit from Midwest.
Oh yeah, that one.
The downtown line.
You don't sound too excited about this.
It was going so well.
Okay.
Until it wasn't.
Oh no.
Okay, and it was completely my fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
I somehow ended up reversing my right and wrong side.
Okay.
So the shawl was then growing in the wrong direction.
It's like my head in the wrong place for the dragon.
Nothing that I could just say, oh, it's a design element, because not to give anything away because this is a paid for pattern, but at the end you have to go back to a certain section and pick up stitches.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have worked out.
No.
So I was really disgusted with it that evening. And I'm like, okay, well, when I get home from work, there's no way. It was probably a good 6 to 8 inches that had to be taken out. It was a whole section, which I was on my last section. It was going to be done for the podcast.
Really?
I was like, I can't tink it all back. That would take forever. So I was just going to pull my needles out.
That's what I did with my...
Rip it back, and then hope to heck I didn't drop a stitch and get them back on. Well, I was telling Melissa, Honeybee Knits, about this, and she said, oh, no, 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 no. And she sent me a video tutorial that she had done. And I can't remember the name of it, but it was basically...
Putting a lifeline
putting in a lifeline, but you weren't using like yarn as a lifeline or anything like that. You used your needles.
Gotcha.
So basically I just went back to the part where I had messed up, which it was perfect because it was a different color. And you pick up the right leg of every stitch going across. And then that's on your needles.
And then you just
rip and your stitches are live. Brilliant, Melissa. Brilliant. It saved me a lot of time.
Yeah.
Still didn't finish.
But
that's okay. I got a lot of work done since last time.
Yes, you did. I like this.
Okay, so basically what happens is when I finish this section, I then have to pick up 90 stitches going down this way.
Yeah.
And then just knit back once before I bind off. It's like a way, because it's a different shape. You want to hold that so I don't drop stuff. Let me see if I have the... It's a little bit different. I don't even know what you would call this. I don't know if there is a name for it.
I don't know.
Don't
show me.
Well, I want to show both of you. It's a little bit different shape of shawl. So that's how you have to achieve that at the end, which I'll figure it out when I get there.
I like the yarn.
It is really nice.
It's a singles. I didn't think that you would like it.
It is from Dragonfly Fibers. It came, as I showed you last time, it came as a kit. The darker color is called Black Walnut.
And you can buy their stuff online.
And the reddish pink color, fuchsia, whatever you want to call it, is called Red Bud. The only thing that is making me nervous is this.
Hey, they made it.
I'm hoping that I have enough to finish it. Although with sock yarn, it's very deceiving.
Yeah.
Like it could be a small ball and like you get so far with it.
Well, the thing is that they knitted this, and they created this kit, so they know.
Yeah, but you know, I didn't do gauge because I never do.
You never do.
Never swatched in my life. Probably never will.
This one's really cool.
And I know everybody just cringed. I'm sorry.
Nobody cringed. They don't care about it either.
But
I know a lot of people don't care.
Yeah. I love how it's coming out. It is really different. It's been a pretty fun knit up to the point where I had to take it out. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have a lot of ends to weave in. That's fine.
You could just leave it like that. Just add a few more.
Well, and I could have carried the yarn up.
Ugh, no.
But I didn't want to, especially with doing all the short rows and stuff.
Yeah.
And I would rather weave in all
How
those
was
ends.
the short rows?
Fine. And know how I was doing the yarn over before was not how you wrap and turn. It's completely different.
Oh, okay.
But it's easy. So, yeah. I really feel like I got a lot done on that.
I feel like you did too. Even with your tinkering.
I was a little disappointed though, because originally, even though it wouldn't have been blocked. It was going to be done for the podcast, but there was, finally last night I faced the realization it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Because my thumbs, like, they're still tender today, because I was like, oh, I can still get it. Yeah, no, I can't. That's too many stitches to do that many rows to get across, and yeah, no. So hopefully next time. So that's all the whips I have right now.
That's all my whips.
All of them that have gotten any love.
I did like 2 rows on my Tenya as well, but I wasn't going to bring that for 2 rows.
Not for 2 rows. Wait till you get something more substantial.
Yeah.
Do you have any... Ooh, I don't want to lose that.
I bought a lot of crap.
Oh, did you?
Not a lot, but a lot for me.
Okay, you want to go?
Sure.
Don't show that one, though.
Of course not.
Okay.
I got 3 things. That's a lot for me. My first one, which there was a hat today that you commented on.
Hypnotic yarn.
That I think this would look wonderful with a black pom-pom.
She will be releasing that. I don't remember. Did it have a name? I don't remember.
I feel like it did, but I don't remember.
But she's going to give us a couple patterns for the podcast to give away.
Woohoo! This
yarn still smells.
It still smells because it was in the heats.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it was in the heats when it came, and it still smells like vinegar very, very badly. This is Woolen Vine Yarns. I got it during 2 updates ago. This is in her Nouveau base, which is her single ply base, and this is a one of a kind, and it's called "This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things," which is a Taylor Swift song from her newest album.
So, you know, Alisha had to get it.
I had to get it. She also had it in mohair. I wanted to get the mohair, but the mohair was more expensive than this.
And you have to watch the budget.
I'm not going to buy 2 things of yarn to make 1 hat, and then the hat would be $66.
Yeah, that is.
Plus the pom-pom, which is another $8, $12. Plus, if you have to buy a pattern, then that's another $5. Then all of your time... Okay, we got like an $85 hat. No, not doing it. I am not that bougie. So... But I am happy that I got this. I was like, I'm getting 1 thing at least. I seriously added and unadded that mohair like 5 times in my cart because I was like, I'll just do it.
Yeah,
you know, it's a one of a kind.
Then she started texting me.
And then I was like,
then you were texting Melissa.
I was like, no, can't do it. And then it got added again. And I was like, well, it's Destiny. It's in the cart again. And I was like, no, I can't do it. I can't justify it.
I had the opposite problem when I just bought something. I think it was this last week. I had 3 things in my cart, and then I hit checkout and I hit paid, and then I saw that it said 2 items. One of the items was gone, so I had to go back in and place a second order. And then I contacted her and was like, you could just send that together. I don't know what happened, but it just left my cart.
It just left. Okay, you want me to keep going?
Sure.
Okay. This one, I don't know how I feel about the feeling of this. I don't know how
it's toothy. It's not.
It's very thin.
It does.
It's very, very thin.
You're not going to want to use that for socks at all.
I'm thinking I might want to double it and do a hat or something.
Yeah, that would be good.
Or maybe fingerless mitts. I'm not sure.
Oh, that'd be cute too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. This is, I got it from Apron Addict. BU Fibers, and this is sock 4-ply, which I don't understand how it's 4-ply.
No.
I don't at all. I'm guessing this is an old base because...
Probably.
This is not that wonderful of a base. Coloring, however, is absolutely stunning. The colorway is Harley Quinn. So now you know why I got it. And it is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon.
There's somebody out there right now going, why did she get that?
Why did she get that? Harley Quinn. Do you not know who Harley Quinn is?
I'm supposed to know.
Yeah.
I know Harley Quinn romance books.
Harley Quinn is Joker's from the Batman comic books.
I don't. Yeah,
Suicide Squad.
Okay, well, now you guys know, too.
They already knew. You're the only person who didn't know.
I guarantee you we're going to get a comment saying that I was not the only person.
And it's going to be someone's grandma. No offense.
You're just mean. Okay.
No offense at all.
I need one of you younger ones to aid me here, okay? Anyone 40 and below that did not know who that was, let me know. I'm going to keep a tally.
You're going to keep a tally.
I am.
But I really like the pops of colors.
Well, actually, I should say 44 and below, because that's how old I am.
Mother.
I always tell her every year I'm 27.
29. I aged you a couple years, because I'm 26, so... Okay, and then I got one last one, which I haven't taken out of the bag.
Oh, that's just so wrong to do that noisy on here.
It really is. Oh, somebody probably just shut us off right now. Click.
Somebody said, and it was on a live podcast. I was like, I wasn't watching a live, it was after the fact, and the podcaster was like, oh, I'm so sorry, and somebody had put, oh, it's exciting when you hear that crinkle.
I heard on one podcast, they're like, I get a lot of people that say, please stop apologizing for the crinkle, that annoys me more than the crinkle.
Like, I can see that. Oh, you're excited you got this one because you missed out last year. I
missed out on this last year. And I feel like this was not supposed to be with it, but it came with it, and I'm happy that it did.
Yeah, no, I think it was just...
I feel like I just bought this, and she threw this in. So I was like, what am I going to do with this yarn? I was like, probably socks. Now I'm definitely going to do socks.
Yay, Meg!
Yay! This is from Bad Wolf Girl Studios. So Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits podcast. And this is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. And this is the Doctor's Ugly Christmas sweater. She does Christmas in July instead of Christmas like in the fall.
Although she started it in June this time.
Yeah, she started in June this time. And I missed this. This was one of her special colorways last year. And I didn't get it, and I really wanted it, like, after it was knit up and whatnot. I was like, oh, that is, like, really cool looking.
And I saw she had posted it, so I, like, snapped it and sent it to her, and Alicia's like, oh, I already got that.
I already got it. Like, I set an alarm on my phone and everything. That's the same thing that I do with Woolenvine. So, yeah, I'm super excited to...
You want your crinkly bag back?
No. I just throw it in the trash.
All right, should we go through my bag of goodies? Oh, first off, here's your bill, so I didn't get selected.
How dare you open my bill? You know that I spend a lot of money.
Yeah, well, you know. All right, let's go with actual purchases that I've got. First off, well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go about this differently. Okay, so I saw, I want to say it was on her yeah, I'm pretty sure it was on her Facebook. Laura the Crocheting Hoovian will talk about books that she's reading. And there was a knitting book that she put up there that is actually written by knitters. And it's like stories.
Okay.
It's not
about, like how horrible we do.
I don't know. I haven't started it yet. It is about knitting. Well, yeah, because this one was just called Epic Fail. And I was like, oh, this seems pretty interesting. And she said it was, you know, really good. So I went online and I ordered it. And it's called Knitting Yarns. Writers on Knitting.
Should find it cheaper on Amazon.
Did I get it on Amazon? I can't remember where I got it from. I probably did get it on Amazon. Let's be honest. So I probably actually could have had this done by now, but I have this thing about when I get stuff, I typically don't use it until the podcast.
Yeah. Because you're a fast reader.
Yes, I read.
And this is double spaced, so.
I read very fast. In fact, last Monday I went to float in the pool. I brought a brand new book out there because I figured, well, I wouldn't be as interested in it as the book that I was in the middle of.
Yeah. Yeah,
wrong. I got so involved in it that I lost track of time. I got out of the pool to see what time it was. My iPhone had messaged that it was too hot. I went inside. I had been out there for 3.5 hours, and within 15 minutes of being inside, I could not stand to have clothes touch my body. I was burnt.
This was the day where it was 95 degrees, but with our humidity...
It was with a heat index of 110, and we were under a heat warning and about people stay inside. Well, let me just tell you, when I went out there, it was 94 degrees and my pool water was 94 degrees. It was beautiful. I got in there with no shock to the fat belly, you know, where you go, oh, that's cold. No, I went right in. Slid in like butter and stayed there forever.
Yeah, I had a friend who, they're like, yeah, my friend just came in from Florida, which is known for very humid summer. And right now is summer, very humid summer. Said he walked off the plane and had a hard time breathing because
it was bad.
Our atmosphere right now is so thick. You have to go.
Well, we're gonna be
right now it's not.
Well,
it's okay.
This next Saturday is gonna be up in the 90s again,
and I'll be in the house.
Yeah, she hides from the sun.
It burns.
Okay, so and then I'm just gonna continue on with Laura from the Crochet and Hoovian. So I'll say it was yesterday.
I think so.
I had a kind of a trying day at work. I love my customers. Employees. My patience was really tested. We'll just leave it at that.
It happens.
And I came home to a surprise package in the mail, which is always fun. Laura, the Crochet and Hoovian, had ordered a set of cards from Brittany, who we are both friends with, so it was funny. And she makes the cutest cards. So this is the card that she included with the package to let me know that you're gonna survive.
There's like a tickle.
To let me know that Laura was the one that sent it to me, and Brittany does Stampin' Up, and she does beautiful, beautiful work. And she sent me the cutest set of cards.
Those are cute. Is there supposed to be a secret meaning behind this?
Isn't this cute? And then the envelope is actually stamped.
Oh.
And it says, do something creative every day. So, yeah, I love it.
Are they all different or are they all the same?
No, they're the same. It's a set.
Gotcha.
Aren't they cute?
They are cute.
They're very... So, it made me smile, which was nice after the frustrating day I had yesterday. So, yeah. Love them. So, that was a nice little surprise. Okay. Then I actually have... I didn't buy much, guys. I really...
That's what she says now.
No, I didn't.
6 items later.
So, what I ordered on Etsy is very, very slim. I ordered from a company, a dyer that we've recently been talking about. A little package she sent. I think her card is in there, so let me... Can you open the card? We've been giving you guys coupon code for her, and we just gave you a new one. It is Whips on Sticks. She was getting ready to come out with some new colorways, and she had a big sale in her shop, 40% off.
I like both of those a lot.
So I had to do it. And she has the Whips and Sticks podcast. And I watched her most recent episode, and I really enjoyed it.
Yay.
There was one particular story which she just had me cracking up over. And then I was caught up on like TV watching everything. Like I had nothing. So I don't normally go back into episodes.
Yeah, me.
But I had enjoyed her enough that I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back one more. And I had seen this next yarn she actually had shown. I don't remember which episode it was in. But I had seen it, and it really looked different on screen than when I had initially seen it in the shop.
Yeah.
And so I had to go back in the shop and check it out. And then when she did 40% off, well, things happen. So the colorway is Horror.
Which I like this a lot.
It is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon for 450 yards. And it is really pretty, guys.
It's like a silver with gray and purple and black.
It is gorgeous.
I really like this.
And it's really soft, too.
It looked soft.
Yeah, it's very nice. I really like that. And then the next one, just when I was in there looking at that one,
it just hopped. And
it popped off the page.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Mermaid Hair. It's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 450 yards, very soft. I know you guys are not surprised by this purchase. It is so pretty.
I like that.
I love that one. It's very pretty.
I like the other one better. More my colors.
And then I got a little mini, which I was going to gift to somebody, and
No, you're not.
I actually ordered her. I just today ordered her a full skein of it. Because she did see it when I took a picture, and she was like, oh, that's really pretty. I'm like, oh, that's funny. That was for you. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's really pretty. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to get her a full skein of it. So I contacted her to see if she could dye me a skein of it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of her minis. It's called Flamingo. It's on her Simplicity mini. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon.
Same base.
20 grams, 92 yards. And it is really pretty. So I'm not upset. I might still send this with the big skein, but I might just keep this for my blankie.
I just keep it.
Because it's really pretty. It really is. It was pretty online, but when I got it, I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's even prettier. So yeah, that's Whips and Sticks. That's the only thing I ordered from Etsy.
Whoa.
And this honestly just came the other day. So like this was a recent purchase. The first week, didn't buy a thing. I do have another order coming, but it's actually for Alisha.
A lot of mine was ordered before we even podcasted last time.
I do have a couple other things though. Our Goodwill section. You can't say a word because you benefited last time.
Whatever.
So I did have, last podcast I had mentioned about buying the vase for my minis at Goodwill. And somebody had said they would love to see it. And I'm actually going to take it down, even though Alicia's going to laugh at me. It's a big one. It is huge. And I do have a ton of minis shoved in there, which I could actually fit more. I just kind of like threw them in there. This was almost a full cubby.
Yeah.
Fit in this big thing for $3. That's what I paid for it. Can't go wrong. And it's... Yeah, would it have been nice that it was clear, you know, so you could see through?
Yeah, but it's still blue.
I love the blue. And I like the little bubbled kind of look. So I'm really liking that. And I said I wasn't sure. She won't jump.
Sure.
I said I wasn't sure where I was going to put it, but I think it's just going to live on the table.
I think that's fine.
Because it is really large, and I don't have room like on shelving or anything because it is so big. Do you want down, Sweet Pea?
Finally.
Okay, so before we head to Goodwill, on the way to Goodwill, we made a couple stops.
This is not Goodwill hunting.
Goodwill hunting. We stopped at Disc Replay because my husband wanted to.
Oh, I love Disc Replay.
Look at games or whatever. Well, when I walked in there, because I was like, what am I going to look at? They had a bunch of what are they called? Pops. They had tons of them. I was like, ooh, I might be able to find some Gilmore Girls. Yeah, that was the one they didn't have. Everything else you can imagine but Gilmore Girls. And when I talked to them, they said, oh yeah, we had one last week. I'm like,
they're hard to find, the Gilmore Girls ones.
But I got Alisha Mr. Rogers.
Because I was up north like the day before, and all I found was Mr. Rogers on a keychain. And I was like, no, I'll just order Mr. Rogers online.
So I got it for her.
This is my first pop.
Also, before we hit Goodwill,
more stuff for me?
We like to go to Dave & Buster's, and if you guys don't know what that is, it is a restaurant, but then it's a big
it's a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, it's a Chuck E. Cheese.
For adults.
Maybe a little bit, yeah, I was going to say grown up.
Because there's a bar and more adult food.
We went there to eat. It is kind of pricey, but it's very good food. And then they always have deals on like their game cards and whatnot. So we spent, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours in there playing games and whatnot. And then, you know, like anywhere else, you get like credits on your card for, you know, like basically tickets. So they had a clearance table, and you guys know how I am with clearance. I found the perfect thing for me, and I'm going to show it to them just because.
Well,
why not?
Why not?
I got this with my winnings. It's a Pac-Man heat changing mug. Oh, there. Now you guys can see it. So that's what it looks like when it's cold, and that's what it looks like when it's hot. So I was quite excited about this. I might have gotten the second item while I was there too, but I can't tell on here. Okay, so then we went to Goodwill. This is actually, I'm going to correct myself, from Savers, which is like a Goodwill in case you guys don't have any. I found some kits. Oh yeah. So this is the first one I got. It's from Annie's.
Go lay down.
It's Hook and Needle Club. This is called their Felted Kitchen Helpers. They give you the pattern for crochet and for knit, which is really nice, and they give you the yarn. So there's the 2 skein of yarns you need for the project. There's a pattern for knit, and there's a pattern for crochet, and this is what you make. Hey, for $3,
Hey.
it'll make a cute little gift.
Mm-hmm.
Then I found, this is also from Annie's Hook and Needle Kit Club. It's called Miss Flurry. And again, it comes with all the yarn, and it comes with the stuffing that you need. And it has the crochet or the knit pattern. And you can make some cute little snow people. Isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm.
And then this one I actually messaged Alisha. Because I'm like, hey.
And Phil had my phone, and he's like, would you like a cape? And I was like, what type of cape? Like, I'm thinking like it's like a cape down, like an actual like cape that you found like in the like in the store, like Sherlock Holmes style cape. And I'm like, hey. And then she sent me this. I'm like, okay.
So this too, you can tell somebody was trying to sell them at a garage sale and it didn't work. So they had $5 on it. Savers only charged me $2.99. So this comes with the skeins of yarn. And this is called the Midnight Ribbon Cape. Because that is like a ribbon yarn. It's a ribbon yarn.
Gotcha.
And it comes with the knit or the crocheted pattern. And it is a cape. So I sent a picture to Alisha and I said, hey, would you wear this? She said yes, so I got it for her.
Well.
So, and I think actually the knit version's prettier, so you'll be good.
Yay.
So that's for you. She benefits yet again from my thrifting, even though she poo-poos it.
I don't care.
And oh, I think these were in here possibly last time. Maybe not. I don't know. Your Aunt Linda sent these.
Oh yeah, that's from a few times ago.
And I never showed them. And I never gave you one. So this is from the, when they did the There Is Room for Everyone.
It's just that's what it says on the thing.
And it's the Progress Keeper. And my sister had bought some for everyone. For all of us. She sent us each one. And it kind of got lost in my bin. Sorry.
It happens.
So that's all I have. I told you I did very little. Had it not been thrifting, I mean most 3 of them were thrift store finds.
Yeah.
So I was kind of disappointed I didn't find any more knit picks this time, but we are going up there again tomorrow. So I might add to your knit picks hat collection. You'll be set for Christmas if I keep finding it.
I'm already set for Christmas.
Oh, you're all set for your hat knitting?
Yeah.
Oh,
I only used 2 balls from last year.
Oh. Well, you have more now.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, so that's all the actual knitting we have. So we're done, right?
Yeah, bye. Peace. Word to your mother. No, we still gotta do prizes.
Oh, okay. Anything new this week?
No.
Come here, Mo.
Went to the movies a few times.
Come on.
Worked a few days. That's about it.
I worked. The first week after podcast, I went and got my highlights done. Then this last week, I went and got my blowout done. I already told my pool story. Moo goes once a week, she says, to get her hair done. All right. Yeah, wasn't nothing. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I'm sure once we're done, I'll be like, oh, this happened, or oh, that happened. I don't really have.
I went on a shopping trip.
Can I finish this first?
No.
Okay.
You can. I don't care.
I don't really have a shop update, so to speak. There's plenty of bags still in there, and we did give you the coupon code for some savings. The reason being is we are working on a collaboration with Melissa of Honeybee Knits. The kits will actually be rolled out fairly soon. I made bags. Melissa has dyed yarn to match those bags, and Alisha is making the progress keepers to go with it. 10 of the kits will be listed in our Etsy store, and 10 of the kits will be listed in Melissa's Etsy store. There will be a few different price points because there will be different bases of the yarn offered. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not sure on the release. Follow us on Instagram. It will definitely be posted on Instagram for sure. And Alisha will probably do a Instagram story.
Usually.
With that as well. And Melissa will be posting too. So that was what I was busy doing as far as...
Yeah, I spent
in the craft
2 days
sewing room.
doing that too.
Yeah, you had a bit of an incident.
I bought the wrong clay. So I went on a shopping trip with Sam up north, and I bought 2 dresses, which I'm very excited about. It was buy one, get one 75% off the clearance section. So I got this red
Where'd you buy that at?
Torrid.
Oh.
The plus size store. I got this red dress, and Beetlejuice people will know the reference, but Sam calls it the Lydia wedding dress. It's a red dress that has, it's like red with polka dots, but like still like red polka dots. And it's like a 50s style dress, so it has the nice little poof and whatnot, and it's got buttons and frills, and it's adorable. Absolutely adorable.
She'll post a picture when she wears it.
When I actually wear it, I will totally do that. And then I also got this black dress, which Sam called a Morticia Adams dress, because it went down to the floor, and my boobs were like, hey. But they're like, yeah, that was one of the runway collections. And I was like, girl, I feel like I'm on the runway. So I got both of those. But yeah, I stopped at the Michaels up there instead of the one in town. Don't know why I did this.
Well, yeah, you pay higher taxes up there.
I know.
But anyway.
Anyways, I was like, okay, I wanted to see if they had different
selection.
Like a different selection. Which they didn't. They had the same selection. And actually, they didn't have a lot of their stuff marked down like they were supposed to. So their person is not doing their job. End of rant.
Oh, this dog.
She is a pain today.
She's antsy.
So I went in and I found colors that were perfect colors without even reading.
She was just like, oh, these colors are great. And
grabbed them, checked out, made the stuff, threw out the wrappers.
Put them in the oven.
Put them in the oven. I went to wash the dog, and then I came back and I was like, what is that smell? And all I see is like smoke, like coming out of the oven. And I use a conventional oven, like a little pizza oven, instead of the actual full oven, so my oven doesn't smell like clay when I cook actual food. So I unplugged it, opened the thing, and it looked like like cookies were just dying and like melting.
The clay things that she made had melted. Like they were just. It was like the Wicked Witch when they put water on her.
Yeah, just like an egg frying. Like it was bad. The smell was bad, and I was just like, I don't understand what happened.
And they were so cute.
And I was like, compared to the new ones, they were so much better.
No, I like the new ones because you have. Yeah, I like the new ones.
So I was like, I'll just read it when I go to Michael's tomorrow. So I go to Michael's the next day.
She's sad for you. No. You went to Michael's the next day.
Went to Michael's the next day. And it is non-hardening clay. So clay that should never be heated. Clay that is for little kids to just keep on playing with.
So what did we learn from this?
Read the packaging.
There you go, folks.
Read the packaging so then you don't waste all of your hardware and 4 hours of your time. Yeah.
So she had to start over.
And start over.
But all is good now.
Yeah.
And kits will be rolling out fairly soonish. We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, so what you guys have been waiting for? Prizes.
What are we doing about this one?
Oh, we need to, I actually have that on top at the first one, so let's go ahead and show this because we did get in another prize. And she also sent yarn for us. And
There's these. Okay.
it is a new shop.
Yeah, new shop just opened last Monday, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's what you said.
Yeah, I believe that's what she said.
Okay, so let's show what she sent for us first. This is the Two Sisters yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that I have here is 80/20 Superwash BFL and nylon. And it's called Ocean's Blue. BFL high twist, 400 yards. And I'm going to show you the label so you can see. Two Sisters yarn. And that is on Etsy. And look at this blue, guys. You know that's me.
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty.
Mine's on the same base. And this is in the colorway Dahlia.
That's pretty. I like the pops of pink through.
Yeah.
There's like little shade. Yeah, that's really pretty. And then she sent for you guys, same base.
Orchid with greenery.
Okay. Orchid with greenery. And look at those colors. That is going to be beautiful for fall. So this is one of the prizes. So we're going to start with who won this one.
Which I don't know. You got the thing.
Well, no, I was handing that to you. As always, contact us either on Instagram or you can message me on Ravelry. And I can make it a little bit easier for you if you want. You can find our names at the bottom of our Ravelry group. Otherwise, it is LOR903. There you go. Okay, so the winner of the Two Sisters yarn is Ginger Bedell, who is Ginger from Vermont. So if you you can put that in the prize bag. That's all the goodies. Okay. Next up is the Wizard of Oz bag.
Why am I going to put this in the bag when I have to pull stuff out of the bag?
Oh, you're going to re-show everything? Okay. Wizard of the Oz bag from Stitching Plaza. And the winner of this, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I will be butchering names. Kat Wimble, who is Kathy from California. Moo. Are you going to put her out the door?
Yep.
Is he out there?
Yeah.
I think she needs the potty. Okay, next. Sorry about that, guys. Next is going to be the Golden Pearl tote bag with yarn. That was so pretty. And there's a card with a stitch marker, and then also the tote bag. And the winner of the winner of this is Sarah's Nana, who is Pat in Maryland. Next up is the Police Box yarn from Molly Klein Designs. Okay, the winner of this is SFI391, who is Nettie Knitter from Oregon. Up next, Arkansas Yarn Co. Pooh Bear set. This one's so cute. Stephalou, who is Stephanie from Wisconsin. Lila Styles bag. Lila Styles bag is Jessa H92, who is Jessica from Chattanooga. Cherry Pie Alisha. This is a bag and stitch marker progress keeper set from Cherry Pie Cottage. The winner is WNH302, who is Wendy from New Jersey. Do you have something else? Oh, where's that? Oh, I skipped that one. Okay. Happy Little Yarns in the colorway Kitten Whiskers.
I love this one.
I do too. I love it. The winner is B-Wing, who is Brittany from Illinois. Is that all the physical prizes?
That's all the physical prizes.
Okay, so for all of those, you need to contact us with your mailing information. Please include your first and last name. Sometimes I have people just send me their address. Like, I don't know where to send it. Okay, so then, you want to take over for a little bit? We're right there.
Okay, Sue donated from the Two Tangled Skein, donated a bag kit.
Yeah, it's a bag, a notions pouch, and stitch markers that you can pick from her shop.
And the winner is Heat Z, which is Heather from California.
I saved the harder names from you. These two are also donated by Sue from the Two Tangled Skein.
Okay, and these are patterns up to $7. Our first one is for Fran Niesch.
And there was no information as far as name or anything or where they were from.
She doesn't want you to know.
I know.
Okay.
So these people just message me, let me know that you've seen anybody that has a pattern, let me know that you've seen it. That way I can get the whoever donated it or the pattern designer to send it to you.
Yeah. Pattern up, another one, pattern up to $7 is C. Chobs, who is Kristen from New Mexico. Actually, the weather's great there.
Probably very hot.
Yeah, but it's a dry hot, so it can't. Different.
And you know how to explain that one.
The next winner is for the Honeybee Knits Inspiration Yarn, and this person gets to send in a inspiration photo to Melissa of Honeybee Knits, and she will dye you up a skein of yarn based off of your photo that you sent her. That is going to Knit Takes Two from Michelle from Georgia. It takes two.
6 more to go, folks.
Okay. These are...
Okay, so this is donated from Frog It About It, who is Jack.
I thought I said sock. I'm like,
no.
He doesn't have a sock. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust Mitts, that's the pattern. Muggle Studies, who is Lori. She got that pattern. Knitty Tales, who is Julia from Ohio. She also got that pattern. And Grayson Grit Knits, who is Jennifer from Alabama. She is also getting that pattern. And then the other pattern that Jack has is How Much Mitts. And he donated 3 of those as well. And first one is Shirley Knits 1, 2, 3 from Shirley from Virginia. I'm guessing your name is Shirley. I don't think it's Knits. BT Kimmy Kim, who is Kim from West Virginia. She also won. That's How Much Mitts. And then our last winner is Rena Gale, who is Rena from Texas. She also won the How Much Mitts.
Yay! Congratulations to all our winners. You guys...
There's like 111.
118. 118
Wow.
entries. So, I mean, like, you guys did fabulous. There were people that knitted anything from dishcloths to, there was a sweater, shawls, stuffies, socks. It was amazing. And just all the beautiful yarns were used.
Beautiful yarns were used.
Oh, yeah. Some of the items had me drooling. There was one, it was a shawl that really looked like it was made for me. It was all in blues and it was really pretty. You know the one I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Beautiful work, guys. That was a lot of fun.
I think I got the most entries out of all of ours.
The hat one has it beat because we did, if you combine the two threads. Because
Gotcha.
we had adult and we had child.
Okay.
Definitely was a lot of participation. We had a lot of new people join our group and participate, which is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the
Winners.
The winners were new. I did a random number generator before we did the podcast, and that's how everybody was drawn. I did take a few from Chatter.
Yeah.
Just to kind of even, because we had a lot of prizes. We really did. We want to thank everybody that donated.
Thank you.
It was so nice, and it really made a fun along and lots of prizes and whatnot. So, yay. So our next one, like we said, will be in October, starting October 1st. And we will give you reminders here and there and make sure you guys all know.
Yeah.
And as always, we will post on Instagram as well the day that it starts. Alicia's really good about that. Because I don't know where our recording schedule is.
Yeah.
I don't look that far in advance. So if it's in between recording time, we will make sure the podcast before, we remind you. And then we'll put a reminder on Instagram. So make sure, if you haven't, that you follow us on Instagram. Also, because we do have some new viewers, we didn't even, say welcome or
Thank you.
Thank you for others to returning, watching us all the time. If you want to subscribe if you haven't, thumbs up, comment, let her know that you did not know who that guy was neither. That would be great. See, I didn't even know it was a girl. Come on, guys. You got to help me out. Got to help me out. Help Mom out. Hey, they all say about the Goodwill. They enjoy my Goodwill finds.
That's different.
Oh, that's different.
That's different.
So I think that's all we have this time, yes?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.